Welcome back, guys. Today we have a brand new chapter of One Piece. Guys, my glasses like this so that you don't see the reflection, because then you don't see my reaction, I guess. We have chapter 1181. Right there it says a god and a devil. It's interesting that that can be both Emu and Loki, like both of them. We have a cover request. Carrot sings as she strolls over sleeping panda sharks. Of course, the pandas. Got a little Carrot Town, and it says Ninjin Park, as in like a little nod to the alliance that they had, and then it says Zoe, and then it says something else on the right. I can't really tell. It looks like they used AI again to upscale it, but I might be wrong. Hopefully they didn't do that. But shall we continue into the actual chapter? They ended off with Loki versus Emu. Memories from 14 years ago. I am the worst king in the history of Elbaf. You must kill me and take the throne, Loki. He was only 144 at the end. Giants usually live to 300. That's funny. Only 444. He's what, like, he's 13 years? Or 3 or 13 years or something like that older than Kureha. And she's only a normal human from what we know. He died way too soon. You tricked my dad, right? That makes you responsible for his death. The one suffered most from that inconvenience was Mu. Yeah, I love how like his psyche, how he depicts himself as like the hero of this story. And then because even in his like little talk with the elders last chapter, I got the idea that he sees himself fighting fate being Luffy, who's this boy with, so much luck, right? I mean, they even mention that in the story a couple times too. But let's continue. Loki swings his axe with hockey, looks like. Damn you, back then. I don't care about how I'm remembered. Oh, I don't care about how I'm remembered. That was Harold. That's not important. The only thing that matters is securing Elbaf's future. You see Loki, you see Harold getting stabbed, then Loki, then Emu, then Harold again. Or Harold getting stabbed, then Loki, then Emu, then Harold. Isn't that right? Oh, we see the sword again. Is that gonna get used? Isn't that right? Back then, what did you do to my father? Ragna Izuchi. On Ragnar turns, of course, into the hammer. He maybe use some ice now, or it looks like lightning. Emu throws like one of his demon little things. What did he call? Was that Omen as well? And he blocks the attack. Wow, that looks really cool. I love that they have like the face. Yeah, Emu's design too is crazy. And you see the impact of it. Everyone getting blasted away. Oh, that's Lilith. That's Brooke. That's Bonnie. And then we don't see Usopp. Maybe that might be another leg right there, right here. So maybe that's both of them. I don't know. You see Jinbei, Nami, see Frankie. It looks like Frankie doesn't have his beard yet either. Either Oda forgot 2 times in a row, or he just took it off, I guess. I don't know. I can't believe he tanked that. I can't believe he tanked that. Interesting. What's with these black flames? What sort of power do you have? Because he kind of gave a boost to Summers and killing him too, right? Omen is simply Moo's military might, and he makes his arm bigger he powers himself up with the Omen by his own power. Gigantification. Oh, they're both huge now. Its power dwells in all things. In all things, kind of like hockey, huh? And he uses it on his his weapon, whatever it is. It's not a naginata, I don't think, but it's kind of similar. He puts it on there, and you see this like cute little like black ghost, which is the Omen. Its power dwells in all things, and they clash again. Interesting. And it looks like Emu blocked it. Then he jumped up using the force from the clash, and Loki is like, huh? And Emu, Nemesis. Oh, that's like Mihawk, no? Yeah, that's like Mihawk. Because he does that or he tries to do it to Luffy, I believe, in Marineford. Nemesis. And he stabs Loki. That's crazy. Now, this is so weird. Look how big he is. Yeah. Damn, that's crazy. Those are some giant ass rocks, too. Loki gets stabbed. Strength is an attribute people naturally crave. And yet, that craving can be easily satisfied via corruption. So, he calls it corruption. I mean, we'll see in the official translation, but that's interesting. Maybe corruption to him has a different meaning. I mean, it's like an omen. An omen can be a good and a bad thing. It merely requires one to submit their will to a covenant. And he turned it into like a chain, like a not a chainsaw, like a flail, right? I believe that's what it's called. When their envy drives them, they'll achieve power. Power, chikara, is this stated reading is the stated reading, though it uses the same kanji previously used for omen. Ah, so when their enemy drives in, they'll achieve omen, maki. Okay, those three things together form a trinity. And oh, does he? Oh no, I can see the chain there on the right. Yeah, Loki's like, huh? When it hits him right in the face. Known as Dominion. When their envy drives them, they'll achieve omen power. Those three things together form a trinity, known as Dominion. Corruption, covenant, power. Dominion. Corruption, covenant, power, not Dominion. Okay, Loki gets hits. See, yeah, they're using AI and stuff. See, I don't know. Next one I might wait, bro, to Viz, man, because this is getting crazy. Can't be using AI here, man. Stop. Shall I grant thee the power of God in one step that wouldn't go far beyond humanity? Shall I grant thee the power of God? But he tried. Is he gonna give him an omen? And does that kind of achieve the same thing as Domruversi? In one step that would go far beyond humanity. And Emu, oh, Loki tries to hit him again. I don't want it. Cracker crackle. Them is huffing and puffing already. So God's dominion, that's your power. It sounded more like a deal with the devil to me. Oh, he is the devil. Is there a difference between a god and a devil? Oh, is there a difference between a god and a devil? That's interesting too. Because like I said, if he sees himself as kind of the main hero, and that kind of goes into like Luffy and Nika and Joy Boy. Nika can be seen as a destroyer or a liberator. It beats me. I just know I ain't gonna let myself be dominated by anyone. He flies up. The world itself rejoices in a state of dominion. Isn't that right? Joy Boy? Wait, what? Wait, who's that? That's Emu. That's Emu in the back right here. Little right here. That's Emu. And then is this Joy Boy? It kind of. I think we're still gonna see like Emu's other form. People said it's a silhouette. I don't think it's a silhouette. I think that's literally just another form he has. But I've been thinking about that for a while now. Isn't that right? And he remembers Joy Boy, I presume, or someone. Loki tries to hit him again. Whoa. Isn't that right, Joy Boy? Whoa, we've never seen Emo like this. I mean, we've only seen her a couple chapters now, but god eh. And Luffy senses it too, the hockey. Not the omen, the hockey. Nom nom. Nomi ni mer. I need more. Gotta go more. Gotta eat more. Chomp. I've never felt anything like this before. Dude, this is funny. Shoot, it's so heavy, it's like I'm suffocating. What's with this guy's hockey? If I don't eat all this, we can't win. More. Loki hits him. You still lost in thought? That tells me one thing. You're underestimating me. And he shoots him to the Atom Tree. And Emu is just there. Ah. Oh, and oh. He kind of gets like kind of disturbed. And he's bleeding too, yeah. And Loki went into his dragon form. He's doing some kind of omen shit. Thorheim. That's not what he did. Is that what he did? After the chapter he got revealed. Wait. He's kind of up like Doffy. Doflamingo. Like this. And it was Luffy who beat him. Yeah. I mean, there's clear parallels between him and Doffy. But he hits the tree. Thou really hast returned. A fearless smile. And that's the end. Damn, that was quick. I mean, it was an action chapter, but. And he's smiling. Oh, okay. Okay. How many pages was this? I'm gonna count the cover page when I'm done. It was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Oh, it's a short ass chapter. Or 15. Because you kind of have to count. You have to count the cover page. That is a page. So 14, 15. I mean, this is like in the anime, for example. This is good that they're taking those breaks because the chapters are gonna pile up. So when we get to this, they're definitely gonna be able to do more, especially with chapters like this, like these, which are like 14, or 13, whatever, however many pages. I mean, there's a lot of in between the fighting, there's a lot of talking, right? So it feels very like one side does this, the next side does this, then they do this, then they do this, then they do this, then they do this. Which, I mean, again, I said it's like all the time with everything, but we got to see the next chapter. It depends on what happens in the next chapter. Because if there's more action in the next chapter, then I think that's. Now, he did go into his dragon form, though. That's interesting. and Emu tanked the blast. He's just smiling, but he blocked it with the omen. You can see him like doing the zig signal, and you can see like a little veil in front of him that really has to return, and he blocked it. And he's a little patched up. Well, not patched up, but he has a little bit of dust, I assume, little scratch marks. When I'm reading these chapters, I'm trying to like, especially when it's action chapters, I'm trying to really imagine it if it was like in the anime, right? Like everything is moving. It is difficult though, because if you compare this to any other anime for the most part, they do multiple chapters each episode, while the One Piece ones max for now, they're definitely gonna do more later on. And they actually did a bit more the second episode, but then they did a bit less the third episode. So, but it's hard to imagine this because I can only imagine them doing one chapter, and then this will be the pacing with this will be really bad if they only did one, because a lot of it is action, so it flows very fast, and it's only 14 pages as well. And I don't know if there's, I mean, they is there but is there potential for adding stuff here? Maybe, I don't know. Again, it depends on the next chapter. You know what's funny too? I sent an SPS question, or it's not an SPS question, but I wrote a lot of things, right? And then I wrote like, you know, what I hope we can see more of. And one of the things was that I wish we got like more full chapters of just fighting. And I even said I'm not really like an action guy. I much rather want him to prioritize everything else. But I do think it is cool, especially for something as big as this where it's Emu. By that point, I wrote it later. Emu hadn't arrived though. But I was saying like I wish we got more of that without it cutting away or anything. It did technically cut away with Luffy, but he's kind of always in the back of your mind to on this fight, so and that's fine. And he's either gonna appear next chapter or maybe you get another full one. I don't know. But I mean, it was a short chapter and it was an action chapter, so not very long. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Have a great day, have an awesome day, and bye.